how I made over $300,000 on Fiverr selling social media marketing services. And I want to tell you a little bit about my experience this year. It's not been my first year on Fiverr, but I've been very present on this channel about Fiverr and documenting my journey. And right now we are in October and I just crossed $300,000 this year on Fiverr. And I want to go through the steps and what you can do in order to achieve similar results, because it's very important to understand, and especially you can take a look on my screen right now. So we are in October. I can refresh my page as well, because there's a lot of speculation all the time. People are sharing their fake screenshots or anything like that. So you can see right now we have $305,000 in sales. We're still in October, so this number is probably going to be more. And you know, this is my journey so far this year, and I would say, you know, Fiverr has been definitely a platform that, as you can see, it's been consistent. It's been yes, I've been doing better at the beginning of the year, but this is not my fault. This is mostly the services I offer, because I'm in the industry which is changing very fast, and of course, you know, this can result. But the interesting fact here is that you know, when we talk about, you know, selling your service on Fiverr, of course, you need to understand the steps. And I want to show you and fill out in the blanks here exactly what you need to focus on in order to succeed on this platform. A few videos back, I actually recorded an interview with Luke, one of my good friends. You can see on my channel, and I wanted him to be back on Fiverr. So I'm, you know, happy to say that Luke has been making a good income right now on Fiverr. He's been back on Fiverr. I'll probably have an updated video with him soon, but you know, it just tells me that anyone, I believe anyone can go on the platform and start making side hustle, side income, or a living from this platform. But you need to understand the first thing, what is important, and this will apply to everyone. The first thing is the skill, is the service. You need to understand that you know, you need to be passionate about something. You need to be really passionate about this project, like this area, this service, this sort of expertise. Because if you're not passionate about the service or the skill, you're not going to succeed on Fiverr. But if you don't know what to do, the best way to do it is to go on Fiverr and see what other people are doing. If you are interested in logo design, if you're interested in website development, if you're interested in social media marketing, content creation, if you're interested in programming, if you're interested in music, if you're interested in copywriting. Copywriting might be a bit trickier niche at the moment because of the ChatGPT, but still, you can find your niche there. Or maybe you're interested in consulting. It's not necessary you only do like social media management. You can do consulting. If you have already a strong background, let's say in the corporate or just in overall experience outside of Fiverr with your clients, with just life experience, you can offer this on Fiverr. You know, the thing is, you should not look at the service, let's say like, you know, social media management, and think that's the only thing works on Fiverr. No, if you have some small expertise in something, you should offer potentially that as a service, and then you will start to build momentum from there. The next thing, from the service skill, when we actually know what we should do, we need to work on branding. Branding is very important, especially on Fiverr, and I always I like to show my profile as an example, but I've seen a lot of other sellers who are doing an amazing job with their branding, with their marketing on Fiverr, and they've been doing a phenomenal job, to be honest. My profile, I like how it is, but you know, I'll of course would love to improve it. You know, this goes to the gig videos, this goes to the photo. I like the photos now. I actually updated them not long time ago, but still, you know, descriptions could be always better, the FAQ could be always better, the portfolio could be always more, but it's important to have the branding. You need to go on Fiverr as the face of your brand, your personal brand. This is you as an expert, as the person. This is very important to understand. And many of you who are probably watching me, you are, you know, if you're making money on Fiverr, just look at those things. You probably have a service, a skill that, you know, you're doing well, and then you have a branding. So you have, you know, a good looking profile. What is the next step? The next step is communication. This is something that it's a must to have everywhere. Copywriting, communication. On Fiverr, it's very simple. If you're saying that you're not getting sales, you're not getting conversions, you can do this with communication. If you are saying that maybe clients are not happy, maybe there are some challenging clients, you can solve this with communication. If you want to make clients even more happier, you can do this with communication. For example, you can follow up with them more frequently. You can maybe give them some tips. You can give them some updates. You can give them some news as well, right? And when I say communication, it's not only text or chatting in the Fiverr inbox or the order message. When I talk about communication, you can send them possibly like a short video like this, right? And you can send to your client, and in this short video you can actually explain about certain details, certain steps about your project, right? So this is something that can be extremely powerful. You can see if you go to my profile on Fiverr and if you check out my reviews, for example, let's go for the latest reviews. We have did a great job, strategic thinking, excellent, working with his, been pleasure, fantastic. I mean, of course, the Fiverr has implemented this sort of AI enhance the reviews. So I'm not a big fan of it because, I've never seen clients who will be like, wowed, he wowed me. Like, I mean, this is something that only AI can do something like this, but you can see they're more or less similar. But if we go a little bit here, communication was seamless, professional, fast, proactive, got this amount of followers. I can say why, so stop, definitely ban. So for this seller, I did video analysis as well because I want to show you the review where you can actually see that the person mentioned this. Okay, so this is not the best review we have, which is normal. You're not going to always have reviews. So anyways, you will see, some of my reviews are like, clients are really writing a lot. For example, here, we are overwhelmed by the feedback video, right? You can see immediately how the review changes. Okay, it's 4.7, never mind. Clients still happy, which is the most important, but you can see they got a feedback video, they're happy about it, they're writing a review like this. When they don't have a feedback video, it can be like this. Again, no feedback video, because I remember these clients like this. No feedback video like this. And then we have this one has a feedback video. You can see this one, it doesn't have, but still the client is happy. And then here, yes, this also I have a feedback video. This one is also, I did record the video, so the client is really happy. So you can see you don't need to be creating some innovations. You just need to be very clear with your communication. You either communicate in the chat, right? Provide value, write some valuable tips, write some valuable strategies, or you just simply record a video. And for all of my videos, like what you can do, you can record it on the Loom, right? You know the application Loom. I can show you for any of you who are not maybe familiar. You have Loom, a great way of just recording your videos. You can download as the file and just send it to the client, and the client can watch it on Fiverr, which is fine. You can upload this video to YouTube, for example, and share the link of YouTube, because Fiverr does allow YouTube, Vimeo as well, the same concept. And your client's going to be more happier, right? You can build a stronger relationship with clients. Looking back at maybe 5 years now, I have some clients which I'm still working for the last 5 years, but it's important. It's like, your clients, it's like the relationship you're building with your loved ones, right? You are building, of course, it's a little bit different. It's a working relationship, but still, you're building that sort of foundation. And then essentially your clients, they will be comfortable with you because you respond quick, you always come up with ideas, you deliver the work. They will prefer to be working with you, rather than finding someone else. It's always a pain to find some new service providers, people, because everyone has different approach, different taste. So of course, if you already build a relationship, you can keep that person, for longer. They can pay you for months or years. So that's why it is important. If you see some clients who are, always friendly, appreciate your time, appreciate your work, try to develop this sort of a longer relationships with them. The next thing, so maybe you can guess, maybe not, all right? So, but it's a pretty obvious one. So I will call this a systems, or I will call this a team, right? So in my Fiverr journey, in my service, I do have both. I do have a systems which allow me to scale, and I do have a team which also allow me to scale and make more money. Because when you start, and when I started as myself, just by myself, you cannot be making, $10,000 or $20,000. Like, maybe you can if you're charging high prices, but you won't be able to live your life like you will normally, like you would maybe want to live, right? So, I met people who are, doing 10K per month on Fiverr, like more, but they cannot live their life normally. They have to always sacrifice, their family time or their other personal preferences because they have to be stuck with their work. And I don't think this is a healthier route, because I've been on Fiverr for it says 11 years, but I was actually less, because I registered 11 years ago, but I started selling actively maybe 8 years ago. So, and I could say that building people, like-minded people who are gonna support your business, who are gonna wanna be part of your business, that's how you can scale. And of course, the systems. You need to have systems. What I mean by systems, it can be multiple things. It all depends on what kind of service you're doing, right? Let's say if you're making website, if you're creating website for clients, if you're using, for example, Wix, right? It's already a system, because you're already building a website on Wix. And then to make your processes, let's say, more efficient, maybe you already have certain templates ready that you can be using, that you can be, showing to clients, and you can already have some things built, right? So, and then that will allow you to scale. That means that essentially to work on one website, it's gonna take maybe 20 minutes instead of 3 hours. This is already, and because you're doing that, because you have systems in place, right? So that's why you wanna build a system which either saves your time, or it's gonna do not work by itself, but without, let's say, putting more hours of yourself, right? So that way you are staying optimized on your time, and you can be reliant on the system you have or the team members. In my case, we do have a content creation service, as you can also check on my page here, and this service is providing about $10,000, I would say $8,000 to $10,000 per month. Yeah, it might be a lot, it might be not a lot, right? Other sellers are doing more, but I know that in order to maintain this volume, I need to have X amount of designers, right? I need to have, let's say 2 to 3 designers who are going to be working all the time on these projects. So I need to pay them a full-time salary. I need to make sure that they know what they're doing. They have the tasks as well on a daily basis. They have a proper communication from me as well. They have all the feedback from clients. So, this all takes time, but it is possible. And when you start to building that puzzle all together, you're gonna start to see the results. The biggest factor here is that the Fiverr infrastructure is gonna bring you sales, is gonna bring you traffic, right? So, and it's gonna be up to you what you're gonna decide, because the beauty of Fiverr is that it can always get exposed to new buyers for you. But the tough challenge is that to retain those buyers, because many times people are going to order your service, they're going to get the work done, they're going to be happy, they're going to go to the next seller, or they're going to go they're going to go offline, like they're not going to be on Fiverr anymore. So it creates the sort of complexity. But still, if you're focusing on your service, focusing on the communication, the branding, and on the systems, you can really build a sustainable business, and you can really have an incredible journey on this platform, and you can definitely live the life you want. You can buy the things you want. You can support your family, support your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You can do what you want. You can live the life. So it's definitely possible. We always have this. The biggest barrier, in our mind, that it's hard, it's not possible, I need to go to like you know, it's all inside of you. If you start to believe in that these things are possible, you look at the case studies like mine, you look at the case studies like other sellers you see on Fiverr, you just realize that it's possible. It's not miracle. You're not watching movies, or you're not dreaming about these things. You know, you're watching live case studies. And I'm not special, you know, I'm a completely normal person who are just passionate about what I'm doing and want to build, of course, my own career, want to support my family as well, and, you know, want to live the life that, you know, that everyone is healthy, everyone is happy as well. So guys, start taking these things seriously, and you can see that these things are possible. If you have any questions or requests, you can check out the link in the description. You're gonna see my Fiverr course completely free. It's gonna help you get started. You're gonna see some useful things. I'm gonna be also updating this course. And if you have any questions, you can check out my Twitter X page as well for where I'm documenting my journey more often. And if you have any questions, you can always write me in the comment here. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.